So for Price 7 tutorial, you're going to start with her exercise 7 MXD, and I would just save a copy or save as, just so that if I mess something up, I can go back to that. Where did I put that? Come on, where'd it go? There it is. Moved too fast. And then I would just call this Songer. Okay. So I've got a copy of that. And one of the things that we haven't done much with before is setting up environments. So this is a great option. So she's going to have you open up the toolbox, and in the data management tool you'll expand that, and she's going to have you set up workspaces. Only I never get it from here, so here it is. Let's see, where did she have you go? Create personal. Oh, this is a new way to do that. So she's going to have you create a file geodatabase. I don't know why. I think that's because that's the old stuff she used to do. So now I'm going to go put that in the folder that I created on the desktop. So and I'm just going to call it so this is a nice way if you have anything to turn into me. You're okay. The location, there we go. Put it in the location. I didn't read the fine print there. And then what do I want to name it? Okay. And she has all of these steps, of course, outlined for you. Okay. And then that was created. And then in Art Catalog, you could create a feature data set and import data in there. And remember, we have to choose a projection. So when I look ahead, I see that some of the data that she wants me to use is in the where is it? In the Black Hills. So I'm going to go point to that data. I'm going to import the data from one of the Black Hills data layers, and I'm going to just do the snail shape file. So I'm not adding the data, I'm just adding that coordinate system. And finish. So now I've got a nice setup here, and I could save anything, zip it up, and I would be good. So this is the map that I'm working on because it's bold. When I set over here, I can see that all of my data is in, well, it added it. I didn't want to add that, sorry. It added it automatically. Oh no, she had it in there. That's right. Sorry. Okay, so am I confusing you yet? I hope not, but probably. All right, then the next thing she's going to have you do is set up environments. And as I said before, this isn't something we've done, but it's really useful. So you set up your environments by identifying where you want your results to go, and that is in the folder that I created. And I'm just going to put them in here. Whoops, this is pointing to, nope, it's looking in there. Okay. Well, I guess it can only point to a geodatabase. There we go. And I'm going to make my Scratch the same, unless I want to make another geodatabase for Scratch. So that's one thing I would do. And then my output coordinates, I'm going to put them the same as the input. So whatever I put in, I'm going to export them that way. And I think that's all those she has you do to start with. And then you're going to start doing some of the tools for overlay. You're going to do a select by attributes. But one of the things that's going to help you a lot is to open up the attribute tables and kind of take a look at the data that you're using. And so for this first overlay, you're going to select two types of geology, and you're going to create a layer from the selection. And this is where I would choose to export it rather than create a layer. So for instance, she's going to do open attribute table. I'm going to select by attributes, and I'm looking for name equals what is this, upper, name equals upper Mesozoic, nope, upper Paleozoic, or name equals, and the other is Madison. Okay, so that's my first selection. I'm going to do apply that. So I've got 7 pieces out of that. So that's like the first thing in my snail habitat. So she says to save those, create a layer from those selected files, and I would instead export that data. Make sure it's going into, see, it did not listen to me. Here, here, here. And since I have a feature data set, it can go into the feature data set. And I'm going to call it limestone. I think the critical piece for this lab is to make sure you call things exactly what Price calls them, because later you're going to have to go find these pieces, and if you get stuck, you're not going to remember what they were called. So now I've selected out the geology. So I have 2 kinds of limestone that work on that layer. And then she's going to take you through another selection and another selection, and you're going to keep going through this using some intersections. You're going to use clipping. You're going to buffer and then clip from the buffer. So there's lots of pieces to this. And then you're going to look at a union selection. You're going to set some slivers and some tolerances. And then she's going to have you kind of identify where the best location for snail habitat would be. And so that's one part, and you'll use lots of different tools for that. You can geoprocess from here. You can also geoprocess from the analysis tool set. There's the extraction, there's the overlay tools, so there's 2 places there. And then she's going to have you finally work through creating a model with Model Builder. And let's see, so then you're going to open another original version of Lab 7, of EXE7, and save that as well. And you're going to create this very cool model that will run your map by just clicking run. Instead of doing all of that clipping by yourself, you're going to set it up so that it would clip and buffer and do all the work, hopefully come out with the same habitat that you got when you did it manually. So it's a lot of fun. Again, look at your attributes, know what things are called before you start working with them. Make sure you name things correctly, or if you don't name them the same, write down what you named them by the steps, because once you get kind of confused, it's difficult to go back and retrace your steps. So I think I'm looking through this real quick. Yeah, I think you're gonna create a tool from the model. Yeah, I think it'll work really well for you. So there you go.